This is called the Veterans Memorial Park in Pangasinan. This is apparently where during the World War II, President MacArthur and American soldiers came and helped the people of Pangasinan with the enemies, the Japanese, and this is where it all happened. And so you can see the history. This is the tank. Look at the tank. That's look like the American tank that they preserved, and they got the plane during World War II. There you go. And here's another tank. So a lot of people hang out in here. They have so much history on this side of their city. This is the capital of Pangasinan. Ano pangalan nitong capital of Pangasinan?
Lingayen.
Lingayen.
Yes.
Lingayen is the capital of Pangasinan city.
This is the machine gun.
Oh, look at the machine gun
Before.
that they had used before during World War II. Let's see what the history is talking about. Look at this. Let's see what it's talking about during the war. Look at General Douglas. Oh, let's start. You right.
Yeah.
Let's start right here.
Yeah.
Morning of January 1945, about 68,000 men under General Walter Kruger of the U.S. 6th Army, following a devastating naval bombardment, landed at the coast of Lingayen Gulf, meeting no opposition. A total of 203,608 men were transported over the next few days, establishing a 20-mile beachhead stretching from Seoul, Lingayen, and Dagupan to the west and San Fabian to the east. Within a few days, the assault forces quickly captured the coastal towns, including the town of Sabian. Sampabian. So this is where the USS Pennsylvania, along with the second battleship and 3 cruisers, moved into Lingayen Gulf. Wow, look at this. The history of this place. My goodness.
The capitals.
Oh, that was the capital.
1941.
1941. That's how it looked like back then. Oh, look at that. See, during World War II. Wow, important theater of war between American and Japanese forces on December 22, 1941. Japanese 14th Army under Lieutenant General Masahiro landed on the eastern part of the Gulf at Ago, Santiago, and Buang.
So
Look
meaning
at
to
this.
say he's a Japanese.
Wow. Look at the history on here.
The Capitol building built in 1918.
1918.
Was southeast of the war.
So that's when that building right there where we just came from was built. 1918.
Tapos 1941 nung dumating yung mga ano.
And 1941 is when
The
the
gateway to freedom.
wow.
The Japanese came.
Let's see this other history. Okay, we saw that one. And then here's another one. Look at this.
Kaya iniwan nila na yung ano, machine gun nila. Oh, mga gun coastal east of Americans.
They have to lock this up.
Used by fighters, bombers, and air sea.
I bet there was a lot of casualty in here. Lots and lots of people
Doon sa
have died.
Dagupan, Bunuan, naglanding doon.
Look at that.
Bombing coast.
I've received a message from Filipino guerrilla saying that there will be no repeat, no opposition on the beaches. But Alden Dorp had no choice in the matter. He was under orders to bombard the coast. Lift pamphlets to take cover were dropped in the area even as the people were forming a victory parade to welcome the Americans. Great destruction of many homes and public buildings followed. When the Sixth Army reached the shore, they quickly discovered that the guerrillas had been right. The Japanese were gone. The bombings caused a heavy toll among the local people. Wounded Filipinos were carried out of the area in native carts. So that's how they were carried.
Yeah, this is how they buried the soldiers.
Wow.
They thrown it on the sea.
Okay. Oh my gosh, they just threw it in the sea. Okay, but some don't make it and must be buried at sea. Oh my gosh.
This is how the people here, the kamikaze.
Oh wow, that's sad.
That is sad. Yeah, they just thrown it in the middle of the sea.
Oh, that is really sad. That's really sad what happened. But you can see there's so much history in Pangasinan area. A joint project of the provincial government of Pangasinan, the Veterans Federation of the Philippines, and the Philippine Veterans Bank. Yeah.
I'm sure American will be happy because Filipino is flying the flag.
Yep. Look at that.
That is a sign of victory.
Yep.
Waving the flag. While
Filipino
standing
gorilla
in the
waving an American flag while standing in the surf.
This one was spotted
Look at
by
that.
one of our
Wow.
soldiers and planes waving the flag.
Oh my gosh, look at
Most
that.
of the three in
History. That was the money back then. 10 pesos. Report after action. Look at how the money back then. Reduction of instrument, surrender, signed by General Yamashita. So they preserved all this, and that's why they have to put the glass. Otherwise, they'll lose its history. So much in this area. Let's see, Ligayaan, Gulf Landings, the strategic plans of General Douglas McArthur to set up the liberation of the Philippines from the Japanese imperial forces was accomplished by the Sixth Army under the command of General Walter Kruger when they successfully landed in the Ligayan Dugopan San Fabian area in the morning of January 9, 1945. The major combat units composed of more than 200,000 officers and men include the XIV Corps with the 36th and 40th Infantry Divisions, one corps with the 5th and 43rd Divisions, looks like 158 RCT and 25th Infantry Division, 13th Armored Group, 6th Ranger Battalion in Army Reserve, and the 6th Army Service Commands. Equally significant was the presence of the guerrilla units in Pangasinan, La Union, and Nueva Ecija, which paved the way for the liberation operations by their harassment of Japanese soldiers, disruption of military activities, and passing one of vital information to the American forces. So there it is. So much history here in Pangasinan. And see the American flag. They're flying, they're holding it, and very proud that the American helped them. And there's President McArthur, I shall return. That's what he said. That's what the thing said. I shall return. I shall return. Propaganda materials brought in by the submarines from Australia kept the people's hope alive that the Americans will come back to rescue them. Yep, that's what they said. And I guess those are their containers for the canteens. Look at this. Look at those old-fashioned pre-invasion photos of Lingayen Filipino U.S. AFFE soldiers prepared the beach for the American landing. History. McArthur inspected the area aboard a borrowed ship on the main landing beach on the first day of the invasion. He established his headquarters at the West Central Elementary School at the center of Dagupan on January 13, 1945. From his Dagupan headquarters, he pressed on, taking his troops only 12 days to cover the Central Plains to Tarlac. The speed of his advance gave the enemy little time to utilize their defense positions. The guerrillas in the mountains prepared for the sabotage, mapping operations, intelligence work, pinpointing enemy positions, strength and firepower that hastened their operations. So there's the town. Oh my gosh, you can see the old-fashioned town. Look at this. My God. That's how it looks back then. Oh, the history of this. There's so much to read, to understand. That's wonderful that this town had preserved this, because there's so much history in this area of Pangasinan. But all those people, they were injured during the war. I bet you thousands and thousands were injured and killed. People came out to cheer the Americans. The American doctors gave aid to the wounded in the Morites area, a joint project of the a joint project of the provincial government of Pangasinan, the Veterans Federation of the Philippines, and the Philippine Veterans Bank. So that's what that is. See what's that about. So much history in this area. There's the last one. Mercy Breast the Tide. James Turnbull, number 14. Wachi, 1945, gift of Abbott Laboratories. Supplies were landed. History in this. The Voice of Liberations. So much history to be learned. That's where the beach is, right straight ahead. And I'm sure there's a lot of people in there. I think there's more and more people that come over here. But I'm sure they probably do certain days. Who knows? Today is Sunday afternoon in Pangasinan. Alright, there's a history for y'all. Bye for now.